In today's video, we go back to November 3rd, 2007. Joe Calzaghe versus Mikkel Kessler. Undefeated champion versus undefeated champion. 3 world titles on the line. This was about clarity, about establishing who truly belonged at the top. By this point, Joe Calzaghe had spent a full decade as WBO super-middleweight champion. He had beaten Chris Eubank in a career-defining fight. He had dismantled Jeff Lacey in one of the most one-sided world title performances of the era. Still, questions remained. Could he do it against another elite champion, in his prime, with everything at stake? Across the ring stood Mikkel Kessler, WBC and WBA champion, technically precise, calm under pressure, possessing one of the best right hands in the division. To many, this was the real test. The fight took place at the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff, over 50,000 in attendance, Calzaghe's home ground.
Denmark, the reigning, defending WBA, WBC super middleweight world champion, the Viking warrior, Mikkel Kessler. The fighting pride of Newbridge, Wales, the reigning, defending, undefeated WBO super middleweight champion of the world, Joe Calzaghe.
One of the toughest nights of his career.
From the opening bell, the contrast in styles was clear.
Winged the shot around that straight left-hand lead of Kessler, who started well.
Kessler boxed patiently behind a tight guard, looking to land clean right hands. Calzaghe worked at a higher tempo, quick feet, a sharp jab, constant angles and movement. The early rounds were competitive. Then came the fourth.
The fourth, Kessler maybe just getting the better of it, but here comes Calzaghe. There goes those. Oh, it's been caught! Caught by a right hand
from Kessler, that was. Calzaghe's feet come square.
And the uppercut! Right uppercut as well. He's taken 2 really big solid shots from the Dane, and these are dangerous moments.
Kessler landed several clean right hands, solid shots that briefly shifted the momentum.
Spotted errors in Calzaghe, and that at 35 is making more mistakes. Great uppercut from Kessler. Calzaghe takes it though. Terrific.
For the first time, Calzaghe was forced to reset. Later, he would admit those moments sharpened his focus. They forced him to adapt. From the middle rounds onward, Calzaghe took control. He stopped loading up on single shots and relied on speed, volume and relentless work rate.
He didn't follow it up though, just a single shot, not enough.
Good left hand from Calzaghe as Kessler now forced to give a bit of...
At the start of the contest that it would be the man who can change his style and change his tactics. Calzaghe's done that.
His southpaw angles frustrated Kessler. The jab disrupted his rhythm. Short combinations broke through the guard.
Sometimes be the key in these fights. You're talking about fractions between winning and losing at the very top. And believe me, these two are the elite of the super middleweight division. 8th round, pays you money and takes your choice.
In the 8th round, a sharp body shot visibly hurt Kessler.
Hard one to score.
Very tight one, but Calzaghe's landing the more punches, and again forcing Kessler back. Well, the referee won't like that, clubbing around the back of the head.
From that point on, the pace of the fight belonged to Calzaghe. The second half became a lesson in adjustment and control.
Of Mikkel Kessler maybe concealing a bit of bruising and grazing.
Calzaghe boxed, moved and outworked his opponent. Kessler remained disciplined, but he could not match the output. He could not find the timing, and he could not change the flow of the fight.
Oh! Kessler has it in him maybe for one last big attack. There's a good left hook in there, and a good solid straight right hand. Kessler's had a good 12.
After 12 rounds, the verdict was clear. Joe Calzaghe won by unanimous decision. Scores of 117 to 111, 116 to 112, and 116 to 112. WBO, WBC, and WBA titles unified. Any remaining doubt was gone. Calzaghe later called it the fight of his life. It marked the end of his reign at super middleweight. The weight cut had taken its toll, 36 pounds in 16 weeks. He moved up to light heavyweight, where he outpointed Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones Jr. Then he walked away from the sport undefeated. For Mikkel Kessler, defeat did not define his career. He would regain a world title, lose to Andre Ward, defeat Carl Froch, then lose the rematch in his final fight. A world-class champion, beaten only when the best version of Joe Calzaghe stood in front of him.
Hey Mikkel, you're a true champion, one of the best I've ever known. Earn it, give a big round of applause for the greatest Danish boxer of all time, Mikkel Kessler!
Joe Calzaghe versus Mikkel Kessler was not about knockouts. It was about mastery, adaptation, and defining the true standard of a division. If you enjoyed this breakdown, leave your thoughts in the comments. Was this Joe Calzaghe's greatest performance?